Well, there goes again. We had a little jitters there, I believe, in the first inning and dropped the ball and gave up the lead right out of the chute again. Um, First, want to say just Mark's team is just very very talented in what they do, and they put the ball in play. They're 1 through 9. They're tough outs. We went with Garrett Hudson, who we believe is a good power arm with good break, and they were putting the ball in play. It didn't make it easy on us. Unfortunately, in the third, we bounced out and got several runs, a 7 spot, and created that momentum for ourselves and didn't look back.
Tom, you brought Tanner in to pinch hit in that third inning. Was it just any particular reason? Just wanted that matchup?
Wanted to match up, yes, Patty. He he had been swinging it okay. We thought there was a little bit of drop offs. Wanted to give another left-handed bat an opportunity. Aaron Bond in left field, who ended up making a real good catch out there and played defensively. But once they brought in, the lefty for the matchup, especially there in that situation, we needed to get some runs. He stepped up and did a good job for us.
You said he came up with a couple of really, really big hits for you.
There were some things at BP. He had been pulling off. We felt that, earlier in the tournament, LaRue was working him hard and he started wanting to bail out on that front shoulder. And so today at batting practice, looking at him in the final group, bearing down and having Tanner Sheets hit the ball up the middle much more than he normally does, I think locked his front shoulder back into driving it up the gaps.
Coach, when you guys scored that many runs that quick, how do you keep that momentum going, but keep your guys under control? Just kind of keeping them on the field without taking away all that momentum that they just gave.
Well, I don't think you ever want to kind of slow them down from what that is. I mean, obviously want to purge on and continue to put up crooked numbers and maintain that focus of hitting the ball gap to gap and not trying to get too big. Those are kind of the theme sayings that you say in the dugout. Hey, there's a front side in, gap to gap. Don't overswing. Things like that. Take them the other way. And unfortunately, with their throwing that left-hander and the ball running away from our righties, that was the approach we had to take.
So, Kate, what was the thought as you guys were in the dugout and on the on deck circle when double, triple, double? Was it just like get me back up there?
Oh, absolutely. We've really been doing that all year. Like when the main guys don't swing it, you pass it down to the next guy, he'll pick you up. Just looking for pitches to drive, especially when people are hitting them in the gaps, like you said. Just makes you believe that you can do it as well, and it gives you that much more confidence.
Tom, you came in here. I mean, everybody's looking at your team ERA, and sometimes it's a little easy to overlook the way these kids are hitting the ball, especially this week. I mean, is it just?
Well, I think.
Hit the ball better.
Well, going into it, I thought our defense was was very good. Our team speed was good. I thought we could hit the ball gap to gap. I thought 1 through 9. We got a lot of guys with RBIs that could put the ball in play and drive the ball. I feel that our conference down in South Texas there is got a lot of power arms, a lot of good arms that keep us at bay at times, and we got through a tough regional and. Not that it's anything less here, but the ball does carry better, and that momentum does help. And then you're getting into teams that quite possibly are a little bit thin in their stats because of the situations that they're in, and you end up capitalizing on it. And then some guys get hot, Ryan January and Bain and others, like Caden says here, passing the torch along and creating that momentum for one another.
Yeah, definitely a different team. I don't know. The coaching staff is just so uplifting. No matter what you're doing, they're always going to pat you on the back. Make an error, doesn't matter. It's coming back to you. Get the next one. I don't know, but the guys on the team, like a bunch of us have experience here from last year because I know a bunch of the guys were also here last year, and all the freshmen or the sophomores maybe transferring in that haven't been here before, maybe had the jitters at first or whatever, like y'all saw in the first game. But it doesn't matter. Like none of us worried about that because if you punch us in the mouth, we're just going to come punch you in the mouth harder. That's just how it works. I mean, like you said, the team ERA was unreal all year long. But when you get here, it doesn't matter because it's the playoffs. Anything can happen. And like you said, the ball flies, and once you get in the air, it's going to go.
Tom, last unbeaten team. I mean, you've been in, I think, every position possible in this tournament in your career. I mean,
Stop
it's
it.
Like, you've lost and come all the way through. I mean,
I don't want Jamie's job, okay? I like what I do. And it is a blessing to be in this position. You know, I feel that we're right where we want to be. We don't want to overlook, Chattahoochee. We don't want to overlook anybody at this point. We want to play our game and go after every game, every situation, identify that situation, and approach it in a manner that would be strategic enough for us to win the game. And so that's how we approach it. And whether we're down 7 or 4 or this game 1, we're going to say, where are we at? What do we need to do? Let's get one across. Let's hit for this person. Let's identify those things and then move on with it.
See Iowa Western in the series with you. Do you look forward to getting a chance to play them? I mean,
Never, no. Mark's tough. Yeah, he's got a good team, and when they, like I said, they got a plan, and that plan is to put the ball in play. They're not going to strike out a lot defensively. They're going to be very stable. I know there was a couple errors today. But I know he's like you said earlier in his interview, which I can respect. You push that, you identify it, you look at that game, you understand what it was, you explain it to the players, and then you move on. The next game's the challenge, and you have to end up flushing it and moving on to that next one. And so, I always wish Mark the best. I wish every one of these coaches the best, and certainly I wish our team the best. And we're going to approach it like we want to win it, and we're going to do our best to do that.